Hello and welcome back. Good morning, good evening. We're going to play a little more All the Mods. This is going to be episode 9. I did get a comment on my last video. Thank you for that. You asked me to look up to see if I have the lily pads. I don't believe we have the lily pads of fertility in All the Mods 10 yet. All the stuff from... Oh... Yeah, I don't see it here. So I don't think it's been added in to all the mod 10s. I wish it had because I did that. I used that on my all the mod 10 or 9 playthrough that I did um, before I started doing this streaming. But yeah, thanks for that comment. I'm going to keep going as it is. I've got the growth accelerators on them right now. So that should at least help. Let's see here. Any updates? So what I did offline is in every one of the buildings, I added in a crafting terminal so I can get access to all the stuff in all the places. Um, so that's in every one of the buildings that we have now. I've double checked the growth accelerator. I had to actually give it a friend. We have a party goer that was not invited. So we're gonna have to go and basically tell him to leave. We have another friend, and he's up top. There we go. Another group of them. I think we got all the party goers. It's actually very rude coming to a party uninvited. Sorry about that. So in here, the growth accelerator is working really well. So as you can see, we have three stacks of 16,000. So at some point, we're just going to have to turn this off because we've basically got as much as we need right now. So we don't really need to worry about that. I took some of those, added them into the chargers. I have quite a few charged crystals. Let's see here. What else? Oh, I built the building in the front here. This is going to be where all the applied energetics machines are going to go. We may build a second level. I don't know. But right now, this is what I've got. We're going to have the crafting CPUs, the coprocessors. We're going to have the molecular assemblers. We're going to have them here temporarily because I am going to build a large, they call it a chandelier, or everyone seems to. Just the way that it's designed, it looks like a chandelier with the mix of ME patterns and molecular assemblers. Today, we're going to get crafting going. So I don't need the storage component, so I can get rid of that. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building this stuff here to make at least one processing unit. So we can do processing, and then once we get that, and we can get the molecular assemblers, the molecular assemblers going. And once we have those going, we're going to get, well, at the same time, we're going to work on the digital miners and the quantum integliporter. And that's going to allow us to basically mine from anywhere in the overworld or in the nether or in the mining domain or mining dimension. And we're going to need storage buses. I have 3 places right now where I want to put storage buses, and that's in the mechanism area because there's that big chest full of ores that have been smelted to ingots. It's going to be for the essence that's coming out of the farms. That's down in the bottom corner right there. And we're going to have one connected to the charged Certus crystals and the regular Certus crystals. So that's 4. And probably one, no, we're not going to need anything in here because these are all these cables and chests are all going to be replaced with the pattern providers because they will both push and pull items into them. So I won't need any type of device or storage or anything to hold them. They'll just be built on demand. So yeah. What else is there? I don't think I made any other changes to the area. other than going mining again, getting a bunch of new resources. Those were all processed. I think, well, no, the Nether was last time, so I haven't been there for a while. I guess let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to make a crafting unit. That's just as simple as installation, logic, some flux cables, and some iron ingots. So we're going to want to probably make one require these. Oh, I'm going to need processors as well. I didn't think about that part. Okay, so we're going to have to make some processors as well. So we put that on there, and we'll probably do the 16K processor. So we're going to have to build a bunch of these first. So this requires, so 3 of the 4Ks. There's 3 of 1Ks. So we're going to probably need a bunch. So these are new charged Certus. I don't know how many charged Certus I have. I have 59. So there's 15 of those. I need a few more charged crystals. Just have a little store of the things because I can always use them. So there's no waste in making them in that sense because each time you do a tier of them, you need the required base ones. So let's put that there. Let's go up to 32. All right, so we got 32 of those. Make. I need one more of those. So do these. Of those. So now we have 12 of those. And we can make a 16K. We can make one of those. I need a bunch of these. So that's probably not gonna help me. So let's probably gonna need us. I'm gonna need a couple of each and then 2 co-processors. Make those are for the co-processors. For that, if I can do 4K. All right, so we got 10 of those. Need this one here. This is going to be for the co-processor. Drop that there. So we need 2 of those. Okay, so we've got the basics of crafting system. We just need to get the molecular doohickey guy. Quickly eat here. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that wasn't how. Oh, 4. I'm not thinking straight here today. There we go. Now it's 1 unit. Okay. I'm just going to run a cable right now. I'm just going to run it on the side of the floor. So now we have crafting storage for doing crafting. Just a small one, but that's going to help us build up to the next one. So now we're going to need a couple of these molecular. We're going to need some crafting tables. Build half a stack of these. Okay, so we got 32 of those. We're going to need some annihilation cores. 20 of those. We're going to get some other ones. Nations. 20 of those. Oops, got one extra. Build a couple of these. What am I missing? Oh, I need to put those in there. And that. 3, 6. Okay. Built 6 of these. 2, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go throw those in the other room as well. And this will allow us to do crafting recipe. I'm just going to run a cable along underneath. I need dirt. That. We got these down on the hotbar. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have at the bottom, like your assembler, and you put your pattern provider. You surround your pattern provider with the assembler glass. What that does is the more pieces of glass that are touching your pattern provider allows for more each craft. Since I don't have enough right now, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna make a few more of the glass if I can, just so I can get a little extra coverage. Here, 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 here. Power back up again. Just gonna cover, I need 2 more. And this will be looking all right. 1 and 2. We just ran out of formation cores. 2 down here. Okay, so that'll do as a basic system for now. It'll allow us to have more than a few crafts. I missed one of the ones on the edge. Oh, well. That's okay for now. I'm just going to connect it up here. It's going to look awful, but that's just, the nature of getting things temporarily done. All right, so now we need to make a crafting terminal. Let's go back to the main building. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll probably expand up. I'm going to put cable there, cable there. So we're going to need at a P and then pattern. We're going to need a pattern encoding terminal. Okay, and then we're going to need a pattern access terminal. And what those basically do is one is used for, which one's this? The pattern access, that's the encoding. So coding is where you make the patterns. The access terminal is where you can see where they are. Okay? So in here, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make some patterns. All right, and that's this recipe here. So glowstone. Going to only make 4 right now. What are we missing? Oh, the quartz glass. Okay, so we can make a stack of that. Fine. Make a few more. 64. Okay, good. Now we can go into the encoding terminal. Take patterns, put them in their little spot. And for instance, if we want to make storage components, we can say add. Put that pattern there. Make the second one. That there. And the third one here. That there. Go into the access terminal. Molecular assemblers are here. There's two of them. Could actually be more than just two. Is that not connected, or is that the way that it's supposed to be? Oh, they're all online. Let me check something. Take a look. Don't know. Oh, we're out of channels. That shouldn't be. Let me go break those. Oh, sometimes these doors. That's I swear I changed that configuration file before to allow this. There we go. Okay, so it just needed to be broken. It was just, I don't know, being silly. All right, so that looks much better. So now if you press shift, your patterns will turn into, or they'll show what they actually are. So I can basically put those in here, right? And if I want, just do storage, it shows me what I've got in here. If I want one 16K storage, I just click on it, hit 1, hit next. It's going to tell me if I've got a CPU, which is automatic. It's only 51 bytes, so it's a very small crafter. You can select them, or so this has got, this tells you here that storage system that we built. It tells you how much storage is on there and how many coprocessors it has. So if you exceed this number, you're going to need to build a bigger one that allows you to have more bytes. Basically like your computer, you need more RAM to play different games. Same idea. So we're just going to leave it on automatic because then it just does it all by itself. We're going to hit start. We're going to give it a second. And it already finished before I had time to click crafting status. And we have one new component. And I only had to do the simple thing of encoding the patterns. So that makes this so much easier. I do right now have a very limited amount of pattern slots, but that's okay. We're basically we're going to expand this a lot more in a little bit. But I want to just get that done right now. So what I'm going to do is just close those off. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're just going to skip anything more that has to do with AE right now. I want to get the digital miner running because I need that so we can get the resources we need for everything. So we're going to need, so in the overworld, I'm not going to need these other than to transport power and transport items. Other than that, I'm not going to need them, so I'm not too worried about them. But I will in the nether, I will need to have both of these. So I will need a total of 4 of them. So I did some crafting basically offline. I'm going to need to make a few things. We're going to need to make 4 of these transporter cores. Do I not have the required ender pearls? Oh no. I thought I toasted enough endermen. Guess I didn't. And it's almost impossible to find endermen. Because I'm going to need those as well for the digital miners. So maybe I'll just make a digital miner right now for here. And then we'll have to wait for the nether section, like kill a whole bunch more endermen. So let's look at this one here, the digital miner. So I need a logistic sorter. So I need 2 of those. So I should be able to pull 2 of those out of my hat. We need a robot. I need a mechanism chest, which just requires 2 barrels. So I got 2 barrels in there. Go in here, make that personal chest. Put that in there for a second, in case it needs to give me something. All right, we should have everything. I've already got the tablets made. So we got a robot, not a robot, robot. All right, and we should be able to make the digital miner. And there we go. The digital miner now. So now let's look at what I've got. A diamond. Okay, we'll take this diamond one here. We'll get some universal cables. Get those, and we'll get some alloys so we can upgrade power. It's going to be slow. I will warn you right now, this will be very slow right now, but I will get some speed and energy upgrades. I'm just going to slap this puppy down right here. A hole in the floor here. To get some routed to it. I'm going to put this chest on the back. I'm going to configure it for 32 to start with. Max level will be 55. So basically, it's just going to go over the entire world, find any kind of resources. So what I do is I do a tag, and I do, oh, what is it now? I think it's sea ores. Star? Star. I think that's what the new tag was. No, it's not that one. Let me find iron. The way to do this again. I don't remember. Give me a brief. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go look that up again. I couldn't remember. So the tag is just C colon then ores, and that does every single ore that's in the overworld that we want. So I'm just going to save that. We're going to leave that there. And now we're going to go into the basement. We're going to get that thing wired up. Oops. And we're going to upgrade the cable. These are chemicals. Okay, so it's below. So we'll just run it over here. Oh, my clicking sucks today. Do. And then we're going to grab those alloys. So we can take these alloys, these infused ones, and we can upgrade them to advanced universal cables instead of just the basic. The digital miner pulls enough that it needs these secondary cables. You can use them with the green ones, and they just don't work that well. Okay, so I found 15,000 ores. What we're going to do is we're going to set auto eject on, auto pull. We're not going to touch that because that just fills it in. Like I could put a stack of dirt in here and it would automatically pull in the dirt to fill in the void that I'm making by pulling the resources out. And silk touch. I don't want silk touch because it doesn't work with the mechanism system up there. I mean, it does, but it uses a lot more power just to do that. So I'm just going to let this run in the background while that happens, and it's gathering ores already. I am going to work on a compressing, not a compressing, sorry, a tier upgrade so that it allows more ores to go in here at once, because if I leave that on, 15,000 will fill this up in 1,000 ores, or however many slots there are here. So that will fill it up real quick. I'll do that. Let's see if we can actually make one right now, or do I have to do that? Or do I have one? I thought I had one from another chest that I took. Maybe I used it. Just quickly do a peek here. I do not have. Okay, so we'll see if we can make one. So do sophisticated. All right, so to get the stack tier 4, we need a tier 3. We need that one. That one. We need a blank one. Have the blank one. So make the blank one. Where's the blank? So we'll make 10 of these bases. And we'll do the first one. basic tier. Drop that back there. We'll do a copper one. Make some blocks of copper. Copper one. Iron one. Need a block of iron. Here. Then we need the gold one, so we need 2 gold blocks. Okay, that one. Here we need 2 diamond blocks. Diamonds, and there we go. We got the stack enhancer. So this will just allow everything to stack up to 15,000, I think. 16, yeah. It'll be 16,000 in each one of the slots, so that'll allow a lot more to sit there. Okay, so you know, maybe I should. I was getting a ton of Endermen in here, and then I took these out. I'm gonna break these back down again so I can. The Endermen were just annoying me with their noise, but they seem to like to hang out right here. I don't know why, but they did. Well, I'm gonna leave that there so I can kill some more Endermen. So what else now? We need to build the storage bus. For AE. So, well, you know what? Let's make a pattern for that. I don't feel like doing that so many times. That's there. Just in case we don't have enough, let's make a pattern for pistons. And then we need the ME interface. Is this. Need the formation core. Formation core. Oops. Okay, so we got those 4, so that should be enough. Drag and drop these into here. I'm gonna need 4 storage buses. Up there, sorry, wrong. Bus. 4 of those. Missing the ME interface because I forgot to tell it to do that. ME interface, we need this one. Maybe just convert that into that. I don't know why it doesn't just accept the substitute, but sometimes they're a little bit funny. Storage interface. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start, so that's 188 bytes. See if we can look at that quickly. Oh, and it's gone already. All right, so now we have 4 of those. Those are now in my inventory. These are blank patterns. I'll put them in there. So we need some flux cable. So I've got 173. I don't think that's going to be enough. So the flux cable is here. This. 40 of those, and that's not enough, so we're going to go here. Do flux cable. There. Back here, we're going to make the quartz fiber. There. We're going to need to make the quartz glass as well. Or just, no, that's just glass. Okay, so that's all right. Now I can take those 2 patterns, put them in here. Should be able to tell this thing by middle clicking and do 100. Look at that. Get more flux cable. What I'm going to do is get rid of this wood. That. Okay, so we got 240. So that should be technically enough for what we need. The daytime or nighttime? It's nighttime. I go outside with friends. So I will sleep, and then we'll go do some diggity diggities. over here. I should be able to connect underneath here. Probably want to go this way here, so probably, you know. Do that underneath there. And then we'll go one more down so we don't hit the floor there. It bump right into the existing cable for the terminal that's in that room. Look at that right there. Okay, so let's start off with our flux cable. Across here. We'll put one there. Put our storage bus there. Before we connect it, we're going to change it from bidirectional to extract only. Otherwise, if our internal storage gets full, it'll start filling this up with just random crap. Put that there. Now it's connected. Network booting. It's online. That. I am going to open my backpack. Not want to put dirt there. I'll just put some cobblestone down for the time being. Eventually, all of this is going to be made to look a little nicer than what it is. No one likes to look at stone and random pieces of dirt. All right, so that is online. So what we need to do now is go into this room in here. See where, so that storage cable is there. So we're going to need to route it right to there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. More. Down here, we're going to throw a storage bus on there, change it bidirectional to extract. Chop this wood here so I can get back up. Going to run people. Right to there. Our backpack, get the wood out. There. Okay, so now we've got that. Probably do want one on here. I'm just going to have to do this, and this is probably going to look ugly. Afterwards, I'm going to change this over to different procedure, but for now, we're just going to do this, and it's going to look awful. That's okay. Oh, I forgot. I need to change this to extract only. Make sure it didn't throw anything in there. Good. Okay, so now our last one is going to be in here, where everything gets smelted. Check on the process. Wow, okay. So that's doing pretty good for being on the lowest tier. Already got iron, copper. Okay, so in here, hole in the floor. Well, that's not going to work. So we'll have to open a hole back here. Go around that. Fill that in. Maybe what we'll do is put the storage bus on the back. That to extract only. People here, here, and here. We're going to go into the basement. Grab that cable across the wall. All right, and that's connected as well. All right. Now, if we check any of the terminals, we should see all stuff we just connected. So we have all the essence. I can do a search essence, and everything that was in that box is now in here, but it's not actually in here. It's in its own box. All the ingots are in here. So I have access to those. I don't have to come running between buildings, unless there's a problem, of course. And the chart, the Certus. Yep, so we have 61,000 Certus quartz and 14,000 of 1400, sorry, 1400 charge service. All right, so now that we've got all that done, I'm gonna have to go and find some Endermen at some point, do some more mining, and then we will come back and work on some more auto crafting and maybe even chandelier. But that's going to take me some time to get some of those resources done. So I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you for watching again, and thanks for the comment on the video. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, anything you want to do. Any questions you have? I mean, I've been playing Minecraft for as long as Minecraft's been out. I know a lot of the older stuff is not relevant anymore, but I've done a lot. Any questions? Let me know. If you need me to show you something in game, I can definitely do that. Just leave me a comment with what you want, and I can definitely do a video on that for you. Like any of the technologies that are in here that I've been using, if you want like a tutorial on how to do something, let me know. I'm definitely up for doing that, and I can help. But anyways, thanks a lot. That was, I believe, that was episode 9. So we will be coming back with episode 10 soon. And we're going to have a whole bunch more stuff to do. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good one.